there, and welcome back to the Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you Broadway tips, tricks, advice, and holy shamoly, we've been on a lot of adventures.
It's been an interesting week.
It's been crazy a little bit. My name is Skylar.
And my name's Michelle. Bonjour.
Welcome back. We have a few things that we want to talk about because we had an interesting experience at Mamma Mia. If you follow us on TikTok, you probably saw that story, but we wanted to update our fellow listeners on what occurred. Because it
Or
was
if
so
you're
psychotic.
or maybe some of you are first listening into this week's episode because of that video, because that went
Yeah.
pretty
It
viral.
crazy. And then after that, we'll go over our hyperfixations, Broadway news. And then we're gonna do a show review of Spelling Bee, which I think I could say that we're both so excited to yap about this show. Um,
I'm so excited. I loved it. I want to go again already.
right?
Spoiler alert, I want to go again.
Literally. So, we couldn't wait to talk about it, especially because it just did it open yet? I think it just opened on Broadway.
It just opened.
So we wanted to make sure that you guys got our review so you can get your tickets. Um, so do you want to start with your hyperfixations?
Oh, I thought we were starting
Or
with the Mamma Mia chat.
yeah, I guess let's start with that because I still can't fathom that we experienced that and that our story time kind of went viral.
So I guess to quickly summarize what happened at Mamma Mia. Um, there were these like really crazy drunk ladies in the row behind us, and
Crazy is an understatement.
they were yelling and screaming and dancing and singing and standing on the chairs, etc. during the whole show, yelling at security. And you could go on to our TikTok and see the full story, but it ended up with them being arrested by the NYPD.
Yeah,
Uh,
embarrassing for them.
Yes, and very distracting for us and our whole section. No one got to enjoy the show. You couldn't even like, there was a certain point that the two of us were even like, is it worth staying? Because we could not enjoy the show we wanted the way we wanted to. And it was it was the most obnoxious thing I think I've ever experienced at the theater.
I think it still shocks me how low they went. And
Mhm.
like you hear these stories and like to witness it is kind of crazy.
It was full on Karen. They hit an old
Yeah,
lady
they did. They did. They put their
sitting
hands
at
on the old lady.
sitting at the end of the
Disgusting.
row. And that old lady almost fell into Skylar. You put your hand up, you were like, hello.
Yeah, I felt really bad for her. You don't push an old person. Like that's terrible.
No, have
Um,
some manners.
I will say we've been wanting to see Mamma Mia since it came back to Broadway, but our problem was ticket pricing and they were very expensive, not in our price range. We tried the lottery, and the way we saw Mamma Mia that time was we actually finally won the lottery.
Hmm.
So we finally got the price that we wanted. We had good seats.
I bet they weren't great seats. I
They
will
weren't
say
great, but
they
for
were
the 45,
for 45, it was worth it. But they were
yeah.
located in the mezzanine and they were so far left. It was like the last two seats in the row that the
Yeah.
speakers and the overhang of the balcony blocks like almost most of the stage, like on the
Yeah.
left side and
On the left
over.
side. But honestly, for the lottery price, it's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
for lottery, like you can't expect to always have the best seats.
so I think we were just both disheartened because we were waiting so long to see it. And really, I said to Michelle when we left, I was like, I don't think I watched a single second of this show
Mm-mm.
because I was so distracted and annoyed, and it was very upsetting because we have a price range and we want to see the shows for our own, but we also like to see it to get like content and give it you guys our honest opinion.
Yeah.
So it was upsetting.
And the content we posted about it, telling the story of what happened, is not the kind of content we like having on our page.
No,
That's
we
not the kind
never.
of
That was the
people we
first time we
are.
did it.
But I gotta tell you something, I had to hold Skylar back. She was ready to attack those women during the show. I had to yell at her a few times to calm down.
Yeah, I was getting heated. I don't know. It's like I've never witnessed such like low, like people going that low. They were getting
Mhm.
louder when security would tell them to be quiet. They were making comments at other people and telling them to stop clapping. That's not allowed, apparently, and like all this stuff. It was
Mhm.
just like, why are you acting like that? You're grown-ups. Like, you're in a theater.
Mhm.
Stop.
The part that got me is that it took security and the NYPD till the very end of the show to finally take
Yeah.
them out. They finally took them out during the last I Have a Dream, the quietest moment of the show where Sophie is on stage as a solo. And that's
Yep.
when they finally confront them and take them out. And the woman starts screaming, "You're gonna cuff me? What are you gonna do? You want to cuff me?" The I've never experienced this in a theater where the entire orchestra at once, you see them all turn their heads and
Yep.
face the direction. And someone even commented that on our video as well that was there that night that they saw at the whole orchestra turn.
It's crazy. Like the lowest of low, and they should have been kicked out at intermission. Like I don't know why they gave them another chance, but it's very stupid.
It was horrific. Would we love to go see Mamma Mia again if we got the opportunity? Yes.
Yeah.
But to be frank, are we going to pay more than we paid this time? No. And we are still even contemplating should we be trying to reach out to the theater to get money back? But, we paid little, we didn't pay a lot for it, so we don't know if it's really worth it. But like, there are some of you who have commented and said that we should have gotten our money back and we should be trying. But
I
at
don't
some
know if
point,
I
it's
want
like,
to
is
go
it worth it?
because do you see
Well,
the
that
people
too.
commenting that it happened to them?
Yeah, the amount of people that have had this experience happen to them as well also makes me very hesitant. Because I don't think the ushers at Mamma Mia and the house management staff have any control.
No. I mean, we saw such good control at chess the other night. The ushers
Oh,
did
it's
an incredible
excellent.
job. They were on people recording.
That's how it should always be. The only reason I would also consider going back is because of the cast. Like, 'cause we actually had cast members reach out to us and comment on the video.
Yeah,
Like, the conductor commented, one of the ensemble members, and even the woman who plays Donna commented. And they all were like extremely apologetic of the situation. And they even said they heard this all on stage, but they didn't know the extent of
crazy.
it, which is
Mhm.
insane. I would only go back because like I felt so bad. Like they were commenting that they are trying so hard to make it such a joyful experience for the audience, but this keeps happening almost every single show. Like I would almost want to
Yeah.
go just to like show them support,
Yeah.
but you have to know if you go, it is not going to be a pleasant experience. Like 90%, it's going to be uncomfortable there.
Yeah, which is like so upsetting. And I feel bad that they felt the need to say sorry. And if they're listening by any off chance, you guys don't have to say sorry to us. It's not your fault. Like,
Hmm.
I felt bad that they felt like they needed to apologize. Like, they
No, it
can't
has
control.
nothing to do with them. It was
Yeah,
their show, yes, but not a reflection of them as performers.
exactly. I felt bad for them because of that.
Yeah. So
Um,
honestly, guys, we don't know if we're gonna do a full show review of Mamma Mia because we feel like
yeah.
we almost didn't see enough to be
Yeah.
able to. We'll probably chat about it a little bit and like talk
Yeah,
about like the parts of the show, we liked and didn't like based on what we did watch, but I don't think it'd be fair to do a whole
I agree.
review.
Yeah. No, I agree completely because I feel like I was so out of it.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that was upsetting. So I guess on like a lighter note, let's move on to hyperfixations. Let's get this.
Yes, and I have quite a list this week.
Wow, iconic.
So as Skylar mentioned, we finally went and saw Chess this week,
Yeah.
which wow.
Wowzers.
Um, and I'm excited for us to do the review of that because actually at parts that I loved, I do have some comments. I don't think I would give it a 10 out of 10, but
Yeah.
I was very pleasantly surprised by Chess.
Hmm.
But I've been listening to there is a Chess Live cast album, which is
Hmm.
when Indina Menzel was starring as Florence and Adam Pascal was Aaron Tveit role, and
Wow.
Josh Groban was Annalie.
Wow.
So it's a great cast. And so I've been listening to their version. So in my third spot this week is the Deal No Deal song, which is the one that they go partner, partner, da, da, partner,
Yeah.
partner. I loved that number when we saw it.
So good.
I loved that part. I don't know why I found it so catchy.
Oh, it was.
Number two this week, which is kind of correlates with the show we're talking about today, is Woe Is Me from Spelling Bee. I
Oh.
I gotta be honest, I never knew Logain was even a character in Spelling Bee prior to seeing the show. Like, I sometimes I always thought it was just five kids. I didn't realize it was six kids, three boys and three girls.
Mhm.
But now seeing the show, I loved her part and I loved her number, and I've been listening to that all week. And then in my number one spot, we're back to chess. I've been listening to the Idina Menzel version of Nobody's Side.
So good. That song is so good.
It's so good.
Like I was shocked at how obsessed I was with that song.
That song was beautiful. And Leah Michelle was gorgeous at the song, but Idina Menzel is too. You have to listen to her
I have
version
to.
if you haven't yet.
I'm literally it's this one, right? The red
Maybe it's red on Spotify. On mine, it's white. See?
chess in concert.
Look, it's white on my side.
Mm.
I don't know. But it's fantastic. In terms of television show, movies, etc., I do want to start on a little bit of a sad note.
Oh,
We had a loss in the Netflix universe this week.
what?
They
Oh,
have,
I know.
you know what I'm about to say?
Trolls.
Yes, how'd you know?
You talked about it last week.
I said that it was disappearing. Well, it's finally gone. It ended on the 16th.
Oh,
And it was so sad. It was so sad. I actually had a little cry about it because I love that show. And the amount of people online that are already petitioning to bring it back, people are pissed. So I have to go back and watch the second show, which is the Hulu show, which is not as good. The animation's weird, but whatever. At least I'll get some sort of satisfaction.
oh.
But, rest in peace, Trolls Netflix. Then, of course, Dancing with the Stars update, because I have not missed a week. Ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. Mr. Zac Efron showed up in the ballroom to support
Thank
Dylan
God.
at the semifinals. Thank fucking God. Because,
Yeah,
first of all, it was making him look bad that he didn't show up. And second of
yeah.
all, that man, he is so fine. And any of you who trash the way he looks now or says he looks different, he did not look anything different on Dancing with the Stars this week. He is fine as
No.
ever. And if Mr. Zac Efron ever wants to walk through my door, my arms are open. Um,
Always in favor.
Always and forever. Yummy man. But anyway, Dancing with the Stars was a good week. I'm thrilled because Whitney finally got eliminated. And I hated
Oh, that's
Whitney.
good.
She's the one from Secret Lives and Mormon Wives. She was voted off 100% because there was this big drama that happened this week where they released the latest episode of Secret Lives and Mormon Wives, and it was
Uh-huh.
revealed that the only reason she came back to do another season of that show is
Yeah.
because she heard that one of the wives was going to be chosen to be on Dancing with the Stars. And if she didn't participate in the season, they wouldn't have allowed her to do Dancing with the Stars. And the producers actually got that filmed and recorded it and they aired it this week, right before like the semifinals voting. And then she got eliminated.
Oh
And they even
my.
brought it up on Dancing with the Stars. It was a whole thing.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah, people were pissed. And she's already portrayed as the villain on Secret Life, so that made it even worse. So she's gone. Bye-bye. But
That's
my boys
crazy.
Dylan and Robert made it to the finale. The finale is this Tuesday. Everyone, make sure you watch and you vote for one of them to win.
It's them too?
There's actually five couples that go into the finale. And then
Okay.
they like shorten it down, shorten it down. So it's Robert, Dylan, Elaine from Parent Trap, Jordan
Okay.
Childs, the Olympian, um, and oh my God, who's the other one? Or was it just four couples? Oh, Alex Earl from TikTok.
Naturally.
But honestly, I think Robert's gonna win. I think he has a really big chance of winning.
I hope so.
I hope so. He's my number one, so we will see. Um, but yeah, it premieres Tuesday, the finale. Um,
Wow.
and
That's
then I've
crazy. That went
also
by
this
fast.
week, very fast. It feels like a short season. Um,
Mm,
and then also this week, I've been on a Harry Potter rampage. I've been marathoning through all the movies. For some reason, this time of year, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, just feels like Harry Potter season to me.
hmm
And I rewatch the movies every year this time, like all of them. So I just started the sixth movie tonight, and I finished number five tonight. And it's so interesting. Harry Potter, like I know it like the back of my hand, but every time I watch it, I sit and I think of new questions and I try to evaluate. Like I'm a freak like that. Like I'll sit there and evaluate things that I've evaluated 100 times, but I try to think of reasons why these things may have happened the way they did.
hmm
Like I'm strange like that. Like I sit there watching the movies and I'm like, huh, why did Ron and
Wait,
Hermione
don't
end
say
up
anything. Don't say
together?
anything.
You know Ron and Hermione end up together. That's not a
I
spoiler.
know, but I don't know if you're gonna spoil something that's not in the books.
Skylar, it's all in the books.
Well, who knows?
Nothing new was added, but like I'll sit there for example, and I'll be like, why did Ron and Hermione end up together? Where you feel like there's so many signs that like Harry and Hermione have a little like like thing, but it's like to show like oh like guys and girls could be best friends, and then it's very interesting and how like Hermione's always with Ron's family, but yet like more than her own family, but that's before they were even like together. It's interesting stuff. I sit there, I evaluate. I love breaking down those movies. So if anyone ever wants to break them down with me, let me know. Um, and it's not spoilers. You've read the whole book.
I know, but I'm watching the movie slowly. I just finished the first movie. I'm way slower at movies than books because I don't
Why?
sit and watch things.
Really? I watched that movie like I watched them in one sitting. I think I watched like two movies in one night. I just love sitting
Well,
and
I don't
watching
have the
them.
time to do that. I have no time. I gotta sleep
Well, yeah, you're like asleep by 7 o'clock every night. That's when I start the movies.
because I wake up at 5 during the week. And then on the weekends, I feel like just they go by so freaking fast.
So you mean to tell me you get like 10 hours of sleep a night?
Yeah. Well, it takes me a while to fall asleep.
Mm. I only get like 5 to 6 hours a night, but I function.
I don't function unless it makes no sense.
Hmm.
I it's an iron thing, I think. Us getting
Mm.
deep. Let's not talk about that. That's a personal thing. I forgot we're on the podcast.
Iron
Just
thing.
always tired. Is that your week?
Start pulling out your blood charts.
Slow on this,
Okay.
slow on that.
You need some vitamin D. You need
Yeah.
some.
I'm so dead. Well, that was a good week. Sometimes I forget because we're like just sitting here yapping. I'm like, oh wait. Okay. I'm just always tired. Okay. You're good on your week?
I'm good. I'm just giggling
Okay.
it out.
Okay, so my week is definitely like Wicked filled. We've been like really re-listening to Wicked Part 1, but also I've been listening to the Wicked Broadway original cast. But at 3 I actually have When You Believe from the Pentatonics. Have you listened to that?
No,
It's the Prince of Egypt. The song from Prince of Egypt.
I love that song. I didn't know they have a version.
It's so good. So I've been addicted to that, which is so random. But I
Hmm
do love the Pentatonics during this time of year. Um, just because they remind me of Christmas. But I love that one.
hmm
At 2, I have As Long as You're Mine from the original Broadway cast because I'm prepping myself for this movie. It better be good. It better be good.
If we don't get
They
him
better.
shirtless, we're gonna have a problem. I think we should state, we didn't state this yet. We are going
Oh
to
yeah,
see the movie tomorrow. So by the time this episode comes out, we will have been changed for good.
literally sobbing. Probably.
Hmm
We're literally had to plan like comfort food for after the movie
Oh
because we're
yeah,
like,
we're
what
planned.
do we need? Yeah,
We've planned our food, we planned our outfits, we've already planned that we have to go pick up snacks. Like we're like,
we got this. So I've been prepping myself because I that is one of my favorites from Wicked, like all time. That's number one.
mhm.
And it better be hot. That's all I'm gonna say. It better be hot. Thank you
Hell
very much.
yeah.
And then at one, I've Defying Gravity from the Wicked movie.
Mm.
Because are you kidding me?
You've been prepping.
I'm prepping as I have my Wicked sweatshirt and pajama pants on right now. I'm ready. I'm
And
ready.
we used our Wicked lotions before we
Yeah.
started recording.
And I have Wicked nails.
Hmm.
Iconic.
I have thank you nails.
Yeah, well, I think I change mine like every week
You
because I
do.
have so many. But
Hmm.
um I'm in a very wicked mood. Um, books wise, I highly recommend this book, but I highly recommend you get the physical book because there's pictures in it and they're smutty pictures. So I recommend that you read Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn.
Oh
There's
God.
literally fanfic. Like, no, what are those called when they make pictures?
Fan art?
Fan art in it.
Hmm.
It's a 10.
Like, so you're hold on, I need a minute to
Wait,
understand
wait,
this.
wait.
So you are what? Wait. I need to understand a second. So
Yeah.
you are reading the book, and
Yeah.
then you're looking at pictures of cartoons doing the
No,
nasty.
there's just random pictures within the chapter book.
But like, are they doing the nasty?
Um, I haven't got to it yet because they're just kind of it's the meet cute part.
Okay, like, are you gonna have a picture of a cartoon man, like, with his head in between a woman's
I
private
don't know.
area?
I'll let you know. But I have one of them kissing.
Or are you gonna get like a picture of a man's like ding dong,
I
like
don't
drawn
know.
out as a cartoon?
Probably not. Not that far.
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
but it's really good. It's really good. And it's a cute little like love story, which I love during this time.
Hmm.
Um, so I recommend that. And then I'm listening to, I actually just finished it today. The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore.
Mm.
That was cute too. Like a Hallmarky book for this time of year. And I didn't realize there's like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Like she's written like for every season. Like there's a gingerbread bakery and then the
Ooh.
strawberry patch for the summer. So you could
Well,
go down
now
a rabbit hole.
you could read all their stuff.
Yeah. So I recommend that. Right now, show wise, I'm in the process of no movies. I'm in the process of watching my Christmas movies. So I have like a order. I always start with Noel
Mm.
on Disney Plus. I love that one.
So do you mean to tell me you don't sit there and watch the whole movie, even of that at one time?
No, I do half hour here whenever I have time in the morning,
What?
work. Yeah. It's
We're
whenever
we're we're very different people sometimes.
that's why I think I have ADHD.
Maybe. We're
Um,
back to getting on the medical show. Back to medical.
so I finished that. That one's my fave. Then I watched the Santa Claus. I just finished that. So now I'm on to the Santa Claus 2. So I go
Mm.
into like my little like process.
Santa
One
Claus 2 is my favorite.
I just love those movies. Those were the best Christmas movies.
You want to know a secret?
What?
I think Charlie was cute.
Oh yeah, he
I
was.
I had a crush
Now
on
not.
him. And now not, but in Santa Claus 2, I had a crush.
Did you watch the TV show?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. He didn't age pretty. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But
But
and
the
then also
girls
the Grinch, which is my fave.
love the Grinch. That's a classic.
Oh, it's so good.
But you know what I'll never understand? How are there girls that are Bernard girls?
That I don't get. He was on a lot of Hear Me Out cakes. I'm so sorry. Did you see how that man aged? Poor guy.
I know. I was never a Bernard girl. I don't understand the appeal.
No. So yeah, that was
Poor
my
guy.
week.
He said poor guy. I
I
just
did,
realized what
didn't
you
I?
said.
Jeez. I mean, yeah.
Don't hold back, Skylar. Don't hold back.
It's that time of night, baby. It's past my bedtime.
Oh yeah, guys, we're recording this at 8:12. Skylar should have been in bed for an hour already.
Well, I'll be up more because I have off next week.
Mm. But you're off the whole week?
No, I have to work Monday, Tuesday, but I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Whoop,
Okay.
whoop. Thank God.
Party animal coming out.
11 p.m. No, 9:05.
No, no, fine. You kidding me? You may be like, oh, I'm gonna stay up late, this and that, but your body is on the clock. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. I gotta go. But yeah. And I'm excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be
Mm,
a fun day.
it's our Wicked Day. What we're trying to decide is if we rewatch the movie, the first one, before we go. But I don't know if we're gonna have time.
I don't know either.
I feel like what we're gonna end up doing now is I want to at least watch the deleted scenes. We never did it.
Yeah,
And then I want to shop.
till we drop.
Because I like buying things.
I do have to pick up something from Target, so
You know, I love a good Target run.
a Christmas tree. Tea.
So maybe we watch the deleted scenes. We
Yeah.
go get your Christmas tree and other goodies at Target. We can actually
Yeah.
buy the snacks at Target too.
And we could see if they have the any more merch.
Yeah, exactly. We go to Target, we do that. Then we shop more. Then we go watch the movie. Then we cry. We eat Mexican food. We call it a day.
That sounds great.
Perfect day.
And that's our plans, guys. You like how we figured it out?
That's what we do with our lives on a Saturday.
I guess like speaking of Wicked, can we make like a PSA right now?
Sure.
Do not put spoilers online.
Ugh, the amount of
Don't do it.
spoilers I had to scroll by today, I'm so annoyed.
I'm on the TikTok ban. I'm not going on. I don't
And
trust
also,
people.
I think we should make it clear that we are not going to spoil the movie for people.
We're gonna wait a bit.
Yeah, we're not, that review is not going to come out for at least a couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Because we don't want to ruin it because it's not fair and it's not nice.
No.
Not nice. So don't do it. So yeah,
No,
that's
don't do
what I
it.
say.
Yeah, that's a good PSA.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Any other dilly-dallies of the week?
I guess we could get into some Broadway news. There's not much, but there's some interesting things.
So, first piece of news of the week is a little bit sad.
Yeah, a little
Um,
bit.
it was announced that Shayna Taub is taking a leave of absence from Ragtime on Broadway, due to, some medical and mental health issues that have been going on.
Mhm.
She shared the story online about how since um, SUFs, she's been
Yeah,
struggling with pregnancy losses. She's already lost 3 pregnancies. And she said it's really affecting her mental health, and obviously her body needs a rest, and she has to give it the time it needs. But they are also raising funds in her honor for women in need of reproductive health care. So please go on her page for further information about that. But I was so sad when I read that yesterday.
yeah, we love her.
Love her, and no one deserves to deal with that.
Very brave of her to like talk about it too.
Oh yeah. But you know why? Because she knows when she announced that she's taking a leave that people would start making up rumors and questioning things.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're better just admitting what's going on.
yeah. She's gonna be out January 6th to March 29th. So
So everyone keep that in mind.
yeah, we're sending, our love to her.
Hmm.
Um, Steven Schwartz is actually going to be honored at the New York Pops Gala in April. They haven't announced like who's going to be singing his songs or anything, but just be aware that that could be something fun to go to, maybe.
I wonder if they're gonna sell tickets to the public. But did you also hear that it was announced today that Stephen Schwartz and Winnie are working together on creating a new Wicked?
Why?
Like it's not gonna be a sequel or anything. It's gonna be like, from what he said, it's gonna expand the story of Oz. So I
I don't
wonder
know. I
if they're
feel like,
making a third movie and it's gonna be like maybe it'll be about her son, like in the books.
oh, with Fiero.
Mm,
Hmm. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like at some point it makes me nervous. Like, are you gonna like oversaturate the story where it
yeah,
becomes like not good anymore?
yeah.
And
Like
after Queen of Versailles, come on, dude.
I gotta. Oh, that's a bit. Like I gotta admit, like I don't know, I love that Wicked is a big thing now, but sometimes I don't love it at the same time.
I
Because it
agree.
used to be so special. Like it was every theater kid's like special little
Yeah.
piece. And now it's everyone's. Like you can't go anywhere without seeing Wicked. Like the other day I almost bought Wicked for Breeze. Like, come on.
Yeah. No, and I also like there's like kids in my class that know Wicked, and I'm like, you guys should not be watching Wicked. They're
No,
4. And
they're
it
too
like
young.
shocks me that they're watching it and like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, maybe the parents need to hold off on letting them watch for good because please God, we're gonna get some action in that movie.
The four goods for us, for the theater kids who've been longing to see Fiero and Elphaba hook up. Come
Oh
on.
my God. We better get some action. If we leave tomorrow and there's no action, I'm gonna have a problem.
We're gonna have to write a letter. We're
I'm
gonna be
gonna
so
write,
mad. We've been
I'll write a
talking about this
letter.
for years.
I'm gonna write a letter, be like, Dear Mr. Chu and dear Mr. Bailey, what the fuck is wrong with both of you?
We
Thanks,
need more.
Michelle and Skylar.
Literally. Where is our shirtless moment, Mr. Bridgerton? Where is it?
We may get it. We may get it. We don't know yet.
I'm
We may
nervous.
get it.
Why am I nervous about it?
I'm nervous about that scene more than
Because I don't want to be disappointed.
I'm nervous about that, and I'm nervous about For Good.
Yeah.
But I think it's also because I know during For Good we're gonna both have a mental breakdown.
And I'm a little nervous about the new songs.
Yeah, I'm nervous about those two. I'm nervous in general. I'm
Mm.
a little nervous for tomorrow.
Wicked.
Done. So, we also have a very exciting anniversary to celebrate. And Juliet just celebrated their third anniversary on Broadway. And pretty much they had like a special bow situation where they had two of the past Juliets come out as well. And they did a special performance of Ariana Grande's Yes. And there is footage online. You can look it up and watch it. Um, I love Anne Juliet. We've seen it quite a few times now, but I would always
Love
go
it.
again. I would go again for Mr. Drew Gellig, who we saw last night at was it
Yes.
last night? No, the night before at Chess.
I feel like and Julia is like our comfort show.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I love it.
That and Outsiders.
Oh, we haven't seen Outsiders in a while. It's time.
It's time.
We haven't gone since August.
That's crazy behavior for us.
We were going like every few weeks.
Hmm.
We were going like at least once. Was it once a month? Once every month and a half? I don't know. We haven't
Yeah.
gone in a while. Okay, I think that's our next goal is to get into Outsiders.
Yeah. We haven't seen the new cast.
hmm No, I want to see him. But I would could also be happy with Drew Gullik because I will say there's a reason he's on
Oof.
our old man list. He walked
Oof.
right by us last night and we were just like hubba 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 hubba.
We both went silent. That's so true. Our mouths just dropped and we didn't even look at each other. We were like, uh.
Hubba 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 hubba.
That man is fine.
Boy, and his wife's a lucky lady.
And Aaron Tveit, how you doing?
Oh,
Damn, that
Skylar
man.
was freaking out over him during the show. She was just like,
Oof.
oof. You know you kept saying it out loud?
Yeah, I know.
She was like, oof, oof, oh, oh,
I couldn't control myself.
problems.
I got,
Next.
got one problem, and that's Aaron Tveit. Okay. This I'm a little like, we really need to go see the show because I really want to see Jonathan Groff in just in time, and he just set his
Mhm.
final performance, which is gonna be March 29th.
Hmm. I wonder who could take over for him.
I don't know.
To be honest, I don't know who could take over for him.
Jeremy Jordan.
What if whoever takes over for him is like even more of a person that we're like, oh my God, we want to go see?
I don't know. I hope they announce it soon. I'm curious. I've
I
never
agree.
seen Jonathan Groff live,
Have I? No, I
and that's
haven't
a
either.
sin. That's a sin
Yeah. What you
because I
gonna
feel
do
like we
about
could be
it?
friends with him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see Jonathan Groff live. It'd be
Yeah.
very cool if we could get tickets to go. I don't know how, but one day we'll try. We've been
Yeah.
trying. It just doesn't happen.
Well, isn't it only in person lottery? There's no online, right?
Yeah, but like there's never any drops. There's never any theater app like that's cheap. Like we've struggled to get tickets for this. Um, so another show beginning performances this week is Marjorie Prime, starring June Squibb. Um, it is also starring Cynthia Nixon, Danny Burstein, Christopher Lowell. Um, and it is a Pulitzer-winning play by Jordan Harrison. Um, the show debuted at the Center Theater Group in Los Angeles in 2014. Then it came to Off-Broadway in 2015, and now it's obviously, like I said, it's been turned into a Broadway show. And it is a little interesting and strange. It is about a woman who uses a computer holographic system to bring back AI versions of the deceased.
I actually read this a while ago.
Oh, you
Like when
did?
we were in college, I read it. I really liked it.
Hmm.
I remember being like shockingly like, oh, this is really interesting. So I want to see this.
Was it funny or was it sad?
No, I don't remember exactly everything because this was like 10 years ago I read it.
Mm.
Well, maybe less than 10, like 8 years ago. But I remember being pleasantly surprised.
Hmm. I have to look it up. I don't know. I'm always hesitant with stuff like this. Because AI in general, I find freaky.
It's the new way. Isn't that scary?
I know, but it's so freaky. I just don't know if, I mean, listen, I will go see things because we want to be also able to like give real votes for the Tony season of like who
Yeah,
we think's gonna win, but uh, hesitant.
I want to see it. Um,
I have to look into it more.
so this was interesting, and I want to see the show. Two strangers who carry a cake across New York. It opened on Broadway November 20th, but actually on a late night talk show, Jonathan Bailey promoted the show. So now I'm like, okay, if Mr. Bailey loves it, we have to
Well,
love
because
it.
Mr. Bailey is best friends with the guy who's starring in the show.
There we go. But
If I'm remembering correctly.
I
He's
think,
best friends with either the guy who wrote it or the guy who's starring in it.
yeah,
So if it's good enough
um,
for Mr. Bailey, it's good enough for me.
exactly. So I want to see that, which I think we can win lottery too. So yeah, that's really it for Broadway news.
Yeah, there's not a lot this week. I think the biggest news is Wicked's coming out this week, but
Yeah, it's Wicked week.
guys, don't spoil.
Um,
Don't
I actually
spoil.
had to scroll past because somebody took a video of the screen at the movie theater.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Don't be doing that. Come on, guys. Come on.
Um, so I guess should we get into our show review?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Me too. So like always, just to state first how we do it. What we do is we have 8 different categories. We rank each category 1 to 10, and then we add up our total scores, divide by 8 to get our average rating for the show. The categories are costumes, set designs, directing, choreography, the book, ambiance/crowd control, casting choices, acting pacing, and as always, we have the honorary mention of the potties. Now this show was at New World Stages where it is known that we do not like the potties.
Yeah, we don't.
We use the potties, but
Yeah.
like they are dirty, small, bleh.
Yeah, and there was weird people this time, just like standing in there. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, it's a bunch of teenage girls that they were just like
Yeah,
sitting in there hanging out. It was
it
a little
was
strange
strange.
for a theater.
Yeah.
Um, quick summary about Spelling Bee, but I would be surprised if most of you don't know what it's about. But it does take place in Putnam County, and it is about their 25th annual spelling bee, where you have a group of 6 kids coming together to compete in the show. It is extremely interactive with the audience, and they do choose about 3 audience members per night to also be in the show as spellers, and they usually have one guest speller as well, which is always like a celebrity. The night we went, it was Stephanie J. Block, which
Insane.
was like, oh my God, when everyone in the audience realized it. So the 6 different students are Chip Tolentino, Logan Schwartzengrubener, Marcy Park, Leaf Coney Bear. Then you also have Olive Ostrovsky and William Barfay. So it's about the 6 of them, but
Or Faye.
also Barfay. You gotta say it right. Fancy. And then it's also about their like teaching staff, which is, running the spelling bee. So you got Rona Lisa Peretti, Douglas Panch, and Mitch Mahoney, who is the grief counselor. That's it for the show. That is a very small cast. And it pretty much tells the story of the spelling bee. You kind of watch it happening in real time. They do real spelling live on stage. Of course, they like try to get people out from the audience, but like they even have a goodbye song for like the first person who gets out, or like they have a song like someone's purposely given like a really easy word, and then everyone goes crazy, and that leads into pandemonium. And it also talks about family issues. You find all out about these children and what their home life is and what influences them to be in the spelling bee and like the type of kids they are. You have the overachievers, you have the people who don't want to disappoint their parents, you have the people who wish their parents were around more, you have the kids who are just happy being themselves, and you have the kids who put too much pressure on themselves. So, um,
It's
yeah.
such a good show. Like all around, it's funny,
Mhm,
but it has serious bits, and it just like,
mhm.
oh, I love it.
Loved it. It's very uplifting.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's the serious moments, but it's told so well that it's like you really like you don't believe you're watching actors on stage. Like I really felt like I was watching these children, and I felt like
Yeah.
sympathy for them during the
Yeah.
show. And also I should say it is an all-star cast. Starring
Right.
in the show, you got Kevin McHale from Glee, Jasmine Amy Rogers, Lily Cooper, Justin Cooley, Felipe Arroyo, um, and more. Like it is an
Great.
all-star
Yeah.
cast.
The casting was so good.
So I was thinking for this show, I actually would like to start with ambiance and crowd control because we had a little bit of a weird situation, which did
Yeah.
affect the ambiance at first for us.
Yeah, because we were highly stressed.
And I think also in correlation with the crowd control part is talking about how they pick the spellers, because that also has to do with crowd control.
Yeah. Where do you want to start first? How they picked the spellers, maybe?
Yeah, let's start with spellers.
So, if you would like a chance to be a part of the show, we recommend you get there pretty early because right by the merch stand on the first level of New World Stages, you have a little like what would you call it, canopy thing, table
Yeah,
with
a
a
little booth, yeah.
little booth. That you can fill out paperwork to potentially be picked as a speller. They do cut it off. So again, if you want to do it, make sure you're there early. You fill out questions like your name, your occupation, um, something about uh, do you do puzzles? What was it?
Oh yeah, they asked if you like crossword puzzles. They asked if you ever been in a spelling bee before, if it's your first
Yeah.
time seeing the show. It seemed to me that they tried to choose people of different age groups. So like
Hmm.
they chose like one young kid. There was like a maybe like a older teenage guy, young 20-year-old guy, and then there was like a
Yeah.
teacher that was in the audience
Yeah, and it was
that
her
got chosen,
birthday.
and it was her birthday. Um, and it's not random, by the way. They don't like choose names out of a hat. There
No.
were these, I don't know if it's the same girls every show, but there were these two young girls who like went through all the applications and they chose who would be in the show that worked for Spelling Bee.
Yeah. Like after you fill it out, they sit there and they like read it back to you. And then they ask you further questions. So they really like vetting people out. So
Yeah. And you
and
can
then
even see them like sorting people into piles, like who they want to
yeah.
revisit or not. Like I wish it wasn't really done in front of us, but
Yeah.
kind of is what it is. But they choose the names about 20 minutes before the show starts so they can
Yeah.
prep them for being in the show.
Yeah.
Um, so you got to get there early because we did see them turn people away.
Yeah. And we were there early because we just had nothing to do. So we are like, why not get there early? Um, but so that was interesting. So we had to wait there, which is not like me and a Skylar and Michelle move. We always get to our seats like a half hour early because that's just us. So
Yeah.
we're already highly stressed. So once we found out that we weren't picked, we decided to make our way to the top. We got seats all the way back, like last row. We got
Mezzanine
it in
center.
August.
But
Yeah.
but these
But the
seats were
box office told
recommended.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, the box office told me that those were the best seats. Like, if you're gonna sit up there, because we wanted it was the cheapest seats in our price range. And I asked him like, would you sit there? And he said he would. So I was like, okay, sick. I'll buy them.
Yeah. And also in that theater, we had looked up the view from your seats, and if you're like in the further back of the orchestra, it is very hard to see.
Yes. We sat there for
So,
drag in the back.
yeah, we were miserable.
Yeah, it was
Actually,
hard
no,
to.
was Drag in Heather's theater or was Drag in this theater?
Oh, I get confused. I don't know.
They're very similar, but either way, we were miserable in the back for Drag.
Yeah.
So we wanted to be in a clear shot of the stage.
Yeah. So we get up there and the usher goes, okay, so your seats are no longer seats. So you need to go find Sarah. And I'm like, who is Sarah? What do you mean our seats are no longer seats? What is happening? And she's just like, yeah, you guys got to go find Sarah. We're like, who's Sarah?
She's like,
Like,
you have to
we were
go down.
friends with her.
Yeah, she was like, you have to go downstairs and ask someone to point you to Sarah. And we're like, you guys have walkie-talkies on. Why is no one just walking to each other like, hey, these girls are heading down?
Yeah, we were so confused. So we walk down, and when we get there, we never actually, spoiler alert, we never found Sarah.
No idea who Sarah is.
So we get down there, and Usher says, okay, and gives us seats, which now are like third row. But at first, she tells us the wrong numbers. Remember
Yeah, so
that?
we get to the row and the seat numbers she gave us don't exist. And
Yeah.
we were and or like she messed up the numbers and we thought we were going to be separated and we were like this doesn't make sense. So then they come like rushing down to us and we're going back up to them. They rush down to us and they're like, "Oh my God, I gave you the wrong seats." And Skylar sees that the way that they're seeing what seats are available is not even like they have like certain seats reserved for people who like originally purchased the seats that are no longer
Yeah.
seats. They were just looking at what's available on telecharge. So like what happens if it's a sold out show? Where would we have sat?
Oh my God. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, what if the box office sells those seats and we're like sitting there and they're like, you guys gotta leave. I'd be so upset. So
Yeah.
upset.
Like
But
I
it worked out.
it worked out. We had amazing seats. We were
Yeah.
right next to when one of the actors come in the audience. Like Sky
Yeah.
was handed a piece of candy because of it. So it was
Yeah.
great seats, but it made a very uncomfortable ambiance crowd control situation for us because it was just like we were ready. I mean, I will say the crowd control with the spellers and signing up was not great. You have two people working a very long line and it got
Yeah.
busy, it got crowded. Like you were like pushing your way through to kind of get to the front. And then like the lobby got busy because everyone's waiting around to find out if they're a speller. But then on top of that, we had this added pressure of it's like, how could they sell seats and know they are not seats anymore and not contact us in advance to tell us?
They should have emailed. Like they had my email and everything because I got emailed the tickets. It should have been a pre thing because like you have people like us who have a set plan, and when you like change our plans like that, we get twisted. Our
Mhm.
faces were like, oh my God, we don't have seats, and we were freaking out.
Honestly, if we weren't offered such great seats, like our seats were amazing, we had a perfect
Yeah,
view. But if we were offered seats like in the back of the orchestra instead, where we
yeah,
purposely did not buy tickets because we knew you can't see in the back of the orchestra, I would
yeah,
have probably complained and been like, can we get our tickets exchanged for a different day?
yeah,
Because we bought, like we said, we bought the tickets months ago when the show was first announced, and it has to
mhm,
be their responsibility to make sure they are giving us something equal to what we had purchased. Like if we went from having
yeah.
this amazing view of the mezzanine to like the worst view of the orchestra, I would have had like a really serious problem with them. Maybe we would have found
Oh
out who
yeah,
Sarah
definitely.
was.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But we did. It did work out for us. The seats were incredible, and we
But
had
there's
no.
probably some people it doesn't work out for. Like
Yeah,
I want to know who
exactly.
else has bought those seats and had a similar issue to us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. That was stressful. Like again, because we are so like we have our plan. We always get there early. We always, we sit, we yap, and then we watch the show. And that was just completely derailed and like a stressful 10, 15 minutes that we had.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. Um,
Yeah.
so what would you rate ambiance crowd control? Because like and then like during the show, like the ushers were kind of nowhere to be found, but I think people behaved like in the ambiance.
Yeah.
Actually, I will say it only got annoying though with some of the spellers that were
Yeah.
pulled up from the audience. They actually did not have crowd control with the teachers, students, because they were
Yes.
going like so insane that like you couldn't hear the show at some points.
Yeah, that was obnoxious because they picked a teacher who had her students with her and they were screaming for her. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Which
that
is
was
nice, show the support, but like the ushers should have kept them calm because obviously like the teacher's not around to tell them to behave during the show.
yeah, like that was annoying. I would give it a 5
You're going that low?
because like I feel like that whole situation and I forgot about the teacher and I was getting annoyed about the screaming. But
Yeah.
also like right in the middle because there was no one recording or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna go six.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go six. I agree. I was trying to decide if I do a five or a six. Like I think I'm gonna go with six because like did it influence how much I enjoyed the show? Like not necessarily. I think the screaming bothered you more than it did me.
Yeah.
But I will say the situation of not knowing where we're gonna sit really upset me.
That was stressful.
And I have to give it a six also because of the way the house handled it. Like the fact that one, we were told to go downstairs and find this woman that we have no idea who she is, and that like an usher didn't escort us or, say in a walkie-talkie, like seats blah 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 are heading downstairs for the first part. And then the second part that we were given the wrong seat numbers and that they were looking through telecharge to tell us where to sit. Like,
Yeah.
I really do wonder what would have happened if there weren't seats left.
Yeah. Would they just have like added seats somewhere?
Would they have added seats or
That's
would they have
fold.
said to us, you have to come back another day?
Imagine if they give us folding chairs.
I would have complained. I would have asked for our money back.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go
100%.
lower than a six? Should I go lower than a six?
5 is like a good middle ground.
Should I adjust to a five? Now the more I talk about it, I'm getting riled up again.
Yeah, maybe a
Like,
5.
you know what? I may go to even no, I'm not. Do I go to a four? No, I'll go five. I'll go five. Okay,
5, maybe.
five. Um, I would like to, when we go down to the other categories, I think let's start with the casting choices and the acting pacing because I think that really defined a lot of the other aspects of the show and the direction they took it in. The
Yeah.
casting choices were phenomenal.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The the acting was phenomenal. I like
I thought they were children.
you thought they were children, but also it's a shame that this is actually not on Broadway and that it's off Broadway because if it was on Broadway, I think a lot of them would win Tonys for this.
Yeah. 100%.
Kevin McHale as William Barfay is some of the best casting I have seen in years.
Yep.
I was like laughing, crying, laughing.
And Felipe, the
Oh my
best.
God. I loved him as
So
Chip.
funny.
His breakdown during My Unfortunate Erection was so well done.
So good.
But also Justin Cooley as Leaf. Like you felt that same like sympathetic,
Mhm.
like this poor child that you feel when watching like Jesse Tyler Ferguson sing, I'm not
Yep.
that smart. Like there's like a sadness there that you feel. And Amy Rogers, the Olive, was so beautiful.
She was amazing. She is like top tier actress to me. Like
It's
she is Broadway's like to me like a couple of years ago, let's say like 10 years ago is like Adina and Kristen. I feel like she's our age,
yeah.
like the rising star, which is so
And
cool to see.
and she deserves it. You would never think that this was the same woman who was playing in a boob, which is like such a sexy, this is your body, here's your
Yeah.
boobs, like, sexualized character. And now she's playing like a little like 8-year-old
So
girl
good.
with pigtails and
I felt
like
so bad for her.
and like who just wants her parents'
Yeah.
attention and love. Like it was her acting, like the comparing the two, and you did see a little bit of the boob hands during the show, and I even said that
Yeah.
to you afterwards. But like her acting was so phenomenal.
I felt so bad for her. So bad for her.
Hmm But then
Um,
you're also so happy for her at the end because she really got the happy ending she wanted.
yeah, yeah. And it was so cute. Like it was just such like a heartwarming show,
Hmm.
which I didn't expect.
Yeah. Even the girls who played Marcy and Logain, like they were fantastic.
The casting
Um
was a 10. Everybody was casted. Lily Cooper? Are you kidding me?
Lily Cooper was
She's
incredible as the
so
teacher.
good.
Her voice was stunning. But
And when she
also
turned into the mom, too.
that part was so cool. With the way she just wraps the sari and all boom, she's a different character. Or even the way that Justin Cooley goes from playing Leaf to going to play Logain's dad.
Yeah.
Like
So cool.
you would never think it's the same person.
Wasn't it so cool when he put the jacket on and he just went completely like stood up and was like,
Hmm.
I love when you see that switch. Just love it.
It was done so well. And Kevin McHale too. I mean, you gotta remember, Kevin is older than a lot of these other cast members. Like
Yeah,
Glee came out when we were in like middle school.
that's crazy.
I mean, and he was like already in his 20s. Like he's so much older, but like you would never think he's older than any of them. Like he
No.
felt younger than a lot of them during the show.
His little like foot thing was so funny. When he spelled out the word with his foot. It was
Hmm.
so funny. It was we were laughing so hard. Like it was so good. I give it a 10.
Oh, definitely a 10. Like here, I just want for comparison. So Jasmine is 26,
Okay.
right? Kevin is
She's
37.
younger than me.
Mhm, she's younger than you. And
Oh.
Kevin is 37. But I
Whoa.
would never think he was, almost that he's over 10 years older than her.
Wow. I didn't
So
realize he
just
was
a
37. Wow.
yeah, so just a comparison. It was so well done.
Amazing.
I give both acting and casting choices a 10.
Yeah, 10. We
Well
felt
deserved.
so good about the show after.
Mhm. We immediately said we want to go again.
Yeah, and that's how you know.
That's how you know you got a good show.
Yeah.
Jumping to costumes and like set designs.
Hmm.
Um, I love that, obviously the costumes don't change during the show because it's all taking place the same day as the spelling bee. I did think the costumes were very well done. You obviously could tell like who's who during the show. They tried to modernize it a little bit. The only thing I'm a little hesitant with
Hmm.
is I wonder why the costume designer decided to change some of the characters and like what like made them iconic in the original spelling bee.
Yeah.
Um, like she tried to modernize it, but for example, like Chip was always a Boy Scout and always wore a Boy Scout costume.
Yeah.
Um, Logain always had like these crazy pigtails, which is in
Yeah.
like the main imaging. Um, Even like Barfay, like he had like a tie. He was supposed to be like this really nerdy guy. So I wonder why they kind of changed them to more modern
Yeah.
clothing.
Well, it's like that whole thing. It's a revival and they want to change something, and that's their way of changing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But like people are saying online that they felt like it's taking away from like some of the funniness of spelling bee. But in some
Mm.
ways I enjoyed the fact that they weren't in the same costumes because it felt more believable that these are the kids of today's time.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe because I didn't see the original spelling bee, but I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have never known unless I had done research online. Like
Yeah.
we really did not know a lot about spelling bee going into it.
No, we didn't. And we like to do that because it makes it more interesting.
Mhm.
Um, I will say, I think although it's different, I think all the costumes made sense. Like even for Olive with those like that cardigan and like so that she could like
Mhm.
go like this, put her hands in her sleeves and like show her discomfort that way. Um, which I liked. And
I also loved how bright the colors were because
yeah,
Um, even though you had regular people from the audience like on stage with them, you could still always tell who was in the show and who wasn't. And
yeah,
also, it made more sense to have more modern clothes because they blended in a little bit more with what the people of today are wearing. So it
Yeah.
made them a little less cartoonish, which I liked because it made us relate to them more. But at the same
Yeah.
time, the colors were bright enough that you never lost where they were on stage.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you added the random spellers too.
Yeah. The only one I'm curious about is why they changed Chip.
I don't know. But I liked his costume.
No, I did too. Like he just seems like this like normal like boy. But I wonder
Yeah.
like, it's supposed to be that he freaks out. Like he's the one that leads off
Yeah.
Pandemonium. He freaks out because he was last year's winner and doesn't win again. So by him not being a Boy Scout, do you think it makes him seem like less nerdy? Like his new costume is not really, it's like the least nerdy and looks the most normal out of all the costumes. Like, do you think it needed that like
See, I
extra
don't think it did.
edge?
I don't think it did. Because I
Hmm.
still got it.
Yeah.
I still understood that they were so nerdy.
Hmm. What's interesting is that what they added to him was they added braces.
Yeah.
And
Which is so cool.
I felt like that was smart though, because it shows that like he's at the age now where he's like about to hit puberty.
Yeah.
And that's why then he has the whole unfortunate erection situation going on.
That was funny. Um, but I will say, how the heck do they get those braces? I was so the backwards hat is funny to me. The fake braces are so cool to me because they looked
Hmm.
so real.
They looked so real. But the hat was also so smart because then directing wise, they used that to cover the erection, which made it funnier.
It was so funny. So funny.
Um, so what would you rank costumes?
I would give it a 9.
I was thinking the same.
I'm looking at them now.
Yeah, I'm aligned with costumes.
I love
I just
olives.
I loved Olive. She was my favorite with the costumes. Marcy's made sense.
Yeah.
Logain, I will say Logain's costume I don't think stood out as much as the others.
Yeah, but
Um,
it still made sense for her. That like pilgrimy style.
yeah. But I do wonder why they took away her braids and everything. Because what it used to be in the original versions, um, she's in a blazer and pants because she wants to be a politician, which I will say if I knew that in
Yeah.
advance, would have made some moments of the show make more sense to me. Because like she started going on rampages
Yes.
about like Trump and politics, and I didn't really know why the character was suddenly doing it. But if I knew that
Yeah.
she was supposed to be political and like that's her character is that she wants to be like a future president,
Yeah.
I would have understood it more.
I agree completely because we were both like, wait, what? What's going on? Why is she
You know
what?
what? I'm changing costumes to an 8 because of that. Because it actually did make me get confused with the book.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay at 9.
Okay. Um, Set design. There was only one set, which is like the school gym.
It's amazing.
It was so re believable. It was so realistic. It was good.
Yeah, it was a 10.
Yeah, I don't really have a comment about the set. I think it was really well done, and I love the way they used lighting to depict like when like the characters were having more like inner thoughts or like
Yeah.
external thoughts, like during like the I Love You song gets a little dimmer. Um,
Yeah.
I also thought
It's
lighting was really cool when Chip goes into the audience.
yeah. And it got brighter every time a speller would start spelling.
Hmm.
So
Or
it's
even
like
like when
added
they
pressure.
came up, or even when they like realized like what they really wanted, like the lighting would change a little, or like the set would have a
Yeah.
slight change. But also, I
You
think
were
the set,
transported.
yeah, you were transported to a school gym. But
Yeah.
also, I think the set is meant to be boring because it's meant to be like you're at a spelling bee, which is just like, oh. I think let's talk about the book itself for a minute.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Well, like we said in the beginning, I like that it was a mixture of funny and serious. And I think they did it in like a really tasteful way. I will say, what was your name? Logan. How do you say it?
Logain.
Her little rants were kind of strange to me, but I guess now it makes a little more sense. So those rants were kind of like iffy.
I agree. Well, I think now thinking about it more, I think it's because her costume was changed a little bit. Because in her original costume, if you look at the Broadway, like original
Yeah,
one, it is very obvious that this girl wants to be a
the
politician.
politician. So I guess that's the only time I was like, wait, what the heck is going on? But
Hmm.
other than that, I loved the way it was written. I loved how it flows between like each character's stories and like you fully like got a like full view of the character,
Hmm.
and which I thought was interesting because there's so many of them and so many different backgrounds.
Yeah. I would be curious to see it again because I read that like the words are different some nights. And that the
Okay.
person in that role, like the guy role, like the guy teacher, the principal, it's
Yeah.
always it's usually someone who does like improv comedy or stand
Oh.
up so that
Yeah.
like they can play off like what happens, which so I'd be curious to see it again, but I will say, and I don't know if it's just because of the spellers that were picked that night or what.
Mm-hmm.
There were moments where I felt like the story dragged a little bit, but I don't think it's the story itself. Like, I don't know if it's the book. I think it's the way the spellers were handled.
Yeah.
Like, you
Because
had
they
one
give
little
him,
girl who was just like, yeah, like, this is my moment to shine, and like, won't even answer his questions.
yeah, and like they were kind of dragging it at some point. Like you could tell that they needed them to be out. It was
Hmm.
their time. And she kept dragging it further, the speller, and like
And
asking the the definition, can you put in a sentence? And it's like obviously they want you out. So like come on.
yeah, the show needs to continue. Even the vice principal at one point he made a joke. He was like, are you gonna get this one wrong so that we can continue on with the show?
Yeah.
Which at the
Like
same time, I'm like, I mean, obviously not everyone's like that. Can you blame the book for that? Or can you blame the book for that? Like maybe it needs to be designed so that the spellers get out.
quicker.
Yeah. Like why did Stephanie J. Block get out instantly? Like she's the one I wanted to stay.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Hmm.
She got out on the first word she had to spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they gave the little girl pineapple. Oh no,
Yeah.
the teacher pineapple.
Yeah.
It was annoying. Yeah, that was frustrating.
Oh no, the little
I would
girl
say
got
that's the only
cow.
thing.
She got cow.
Cow. Yeah. Crazy.
But that's what triggered pandemonium. So it did keep the book going.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it in some ways it dragged out the show for us. Like I was just like at one point I was just like, okay, get these other people off stage. Like I just wanna see the actors do their thing.
Yeah. I agree.
And I will
So,
also sorry for
yeah.
interrupting. I will also say one more thing. I there was a period during the very beginning, before they really get to the storyline stuff, when they have everyone go through like a full round of spelling.
Hmm.
Because of the normal spellers, like the audience members that were up there too, dragging it out, that felt long. Like it felt like there was a little bit of like a break before
Hmm.
like the next song started. Do you know
Yeah.
what part I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah. I felt that too. Which is interesting to go back and think about.
Hmm.
But I think it was no offense to the people who were chosen that night, but like you gotta, if you're chosen, you gotta realize when it's time to give up.
Hmm. None of them are ever gonna win. Like you have to
No.
understand that the show is designed for a certain character, which we're not gonna spoil,
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah.
It's written like that. There's songs about it. Like
Exactly. So you're not gonna win. So realize that. I would say I give it like a 7. Feels right to me.
for the book.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8. But I will say I'm giving it an 8 because of the low gain rants and also because I did feel like there were some weird pauses. I was like, we gotta continue on a little more.
I agree completely.
But
Yeah.
see, in some ways that ties more into the acting pacing category. We gave that 10s for the acting, but the pacing, like the actors tried their best to keep the pacing moving, but it was getting slow at some moments.
But I think that was just how the book made them do. You know what I mean?
Well, yes,
Like the
and I
root of
mean,
the
yes,
problem is the book.
I guess the root is the book, but the pacing did feel off, like in general at one moment. I'm wondering, do I lower my pacing score?
I'm gonna keep mine. Hmm.
I'm thinking. I think I may lower it to a 9 from a 10. Because I do think there was some pacing issues with the show, now that I think about it more.
Mm.
Once the spellers were gone, it went great.
Yeah, but is that the problem of like who they picked? It was
It is part of the problem is who they picked, and that you have to blame like the people who work on the show.
yeah,
It all kind of ties in together because the people that they picked, one weren't getting like the idea, like, okay, it's time to be done.
yeah. It's time to skedaddle.
But also too, I do put a little bit on the acting and the actors because it's their job to guide these people who may have never even seen spelling bee before. It's their job to guide them with what needs to happen next. So maybe one of them, like, there were moments like right before Pandemonium, they whispered to them, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this. Like you saw that happening. Maybe they
Yeah,
needed to whisper to them and be like, listen, we need you guys out next.
yeah,
What stopped that from being whispered? Like, I need you to get the next one wrong.
yeah, yeah. They should have done that. Like, give them a hint before they got up there.
Which I think also is going to affect my directing choice, jumping to directing. I mean, my directing score, because I blame the director for that, for not telling the cast members
Yeah, I
to
agree.
direct the spellers a little bit better.
Yeah, because they honestly did not get the hint at all that
Yeah,
it was time for them to go. And I feel like they were on stage a little too long for my liking.
me too. I felt like they were in for like the majority of the show
They were in for a good 40-ish minutes, I would say,
or more.
or more. Yeah. And I was over it. Like, I want the story.
Yeah, it was. I was waiting for it. Like, I was waiting to move ahead.
And that affected, it was a long show. It was almost 2 hours when we saw it, right?
And the show was only supposed to be an hour and a half, which is what was advertised. But that's why the vice principal character even made that comment, like, do you want to get this wrong so we can move ahead? Like,
Yeah.
that comment shouldn't have even had to have been said. I blame that on
Directing.
the directing.
Yeah, you're right. Because, yeah, it was long that night.
And they should warn people that the show could go on. They shouldn't say it's an hour and a half. They should say warn the people that the show could go on longer than expected. Because
Yeah.
what if people had parking that they paid for or dinner reservations,
Yeah.
whatnot, like, or you're trying to make a train home? Like an extra
Yeah.
30 minutes makes a big difference for a show
Big difference.
that also doesn't have an intermission.
Yeah. And you can't add an intermission to it. It would
No,
disrupt the flow so much.
it doesn't make
You
sense with
can't.
an intermission.
Yeah. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I might give directing like a 7
Hmm. I don't blame
because I
you.
liked everything else, but there was just those things like we just said, like those spellers should have been out way quicker, and the director should have told like the actors on the stage when to cue them on that they need to get it wrong.
Yeah. And here's my question. Do you think Stephanie J. Block knew to get it wrong? Like, does that person, like, I want to go back and know, does the celebrity always get out on their first turn? Or was that just like coincidental? Because they also gave her a really hard word.
Yeah,
Or
she
like,
should
did
have
she
gotten
know?
Cal.
Like, I mean, to be honest, like, if we're paying all this money, I don't care about these random people that were on stage. I would love to see
No,
Stephanie J. Block stay on stage longer.
and she was like harmonizing with them, which was
Hmm.
so funny.
It was really cool.
Yeah. So
But
I don't
like,
understand why.
no. And I do think, especially with the child that was chosen,
Yeah.
I think it was up to the cast to kind of let her know like it's time to go. And I blame them in the directing a little bit for not like they need to know when to turn to the person and say, listen, it is time for you to get out. We need to continue on the show, but thank you for participating. Just please get this one wrong, even if you know
Yeah,
the spelling.
exactly. Which I don't think she spelt that word right.
Yeah. Because also, to be honest, I think then the comment from the principal, like if I was that girl,
That I would be so upset.
it would have embarrassed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
At
you're
that age,
admitting
yeah.
at that age, you're admitting to in front of the whole audience that like she is slowing down the show.
Hmm. Yeah. But she didn't even get that.
No, I think she got the word wrong. I don't know why they gave it to her, but maybe we're wrong.
And they could have just lied and said she got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something felt off.
Yeah.
I'll do 7 as well. I think that's a
Yeah, that
fair
feels
score.
right.
Um, and last is choreography.
Oh, I liked it. I had no issues
Yeah.
with it.
There wasn't a ton of choreography in the show, but the parts that were in there, like Pandemonium, for
Yeah.
example, or like
I love
there's a
that.
little choreography during Woe Is Me. Like there were some
Yeah.
really nice parts. I enjoyed it. Or Magic
Same.
Foot. I mean, that's all choreography. That was great.
That was so funny. I say 10.
Um, okay, we are at that point where you ramble while I calculate.
What should I ramble about?
I think your overall thoughts on spelling bee.
Okay. Uh, um, well, let's talk about something about spelling bee. So I had like this cough the whole time, and I was able to hold it though. But
Mm-hmm.
yet people at Mamma Mia were fighting in the crowd, but I had to hold my cough because I didn't want to disrupt others. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
very much. Um, I really like Spelling Bee. I think it shocked me that I liked it so much and how much I laughed from it. Like I felt delirious when we left because I was laughing so hard. And I hope the cast realizes that they're doing such a great job in allowing people to escape for that, well, hour and a half or 2 hours, but like that whole time during that show, I wasn't thinking about anything but the show. And I think that's really cool. And I feel like sometimes when you go to the theater, you get that, and then sometimes you don't. And I think we both needed that escape. And that's what the show really gave us. Like, I just remember sitting there laughing hysterically and just really loving it.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I would I go see it again? 150%. And maybe
Yeah.
our scores would change. Like I'd be curious to almost see it again and
Yeah.
reevaluate our scores to see if like a different set of spellers, like how does that affect the pacing of the show? Like now
Yeah.
I want to go back and focus on those things a little more.
Definitely.
Our scores are very similar.
Makes sense.
You've given it an 8.5 out of 10, and mine's an 8.4 out of 10, so it's pretty much the same.
Iconic.
Which I think that's a fair rating.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, are there a couple things that you're like, huh? Yes, but what do I still think it deserves a score? 100%. I mean, like, I really like if someone said to me, "What would you rate spelling bee?" I would say I think it's a 9 out of 10.
No, definitely. I agree completely.
Um, so yeah, so those are our rankings for the episode. Let us know if you agree with our rankings for spelling bee. Once again, it's an 8.5 out of 10 and an 8.4 out of 10, which I think is very fair.
That's
Um,
very fair.
will we go back and see it? Absolutely. We love it. Highly recommend
Yeah.
it. Love
And it
letters,
just got
stamps of
extended.
approval. Yeah. So everyone go see it. And Kevin McHale's a genius in it. If you don't go for another reason, you go for him.
Did you see he posted like a bunch of pictures and one of the pictures is like a girl from when we staged door. She had like a shirt on.
Oh,
I don't
really?
I don't remember what shirt it was, but
Hmm. No, I did not.
yeah.
Um, So, like always, please follow us on social media at Love Letters to BWay with one Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to BWay with two Ys on Instagram. Why? Because one Y wasn't available. Come on, you know the deal. And then, like always, message us on email, loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. Once again, it's loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. We could be reached 24/7. Well, except for Skylar, because as you learned in this episode, because of iron, she goes to sleep at 7. And she has a problem.
Well, to be fair, I was up at 8:30 last night.
Oh, 8:30.
8:30.
Ooh, ooh, late night. Um, and then what should we manifest for this week? Now we are going into Thanksgiving week, so
Yeah,
it's a little bit tight with timing. I don't know if we're gonna get into see any shows. Like I don't even know if there's dates to do that.
probably not, right? It's too
Probably not.
crazy.
I'm manifesting a shirtless Jonathan Bailey
I
tomorrow.
was
Waking up.
just about to say that. Yeah, I'm manifesting like as long as your mom,
As long as your mom.
as long as your mom is, ah, as long as your mind is like the hottest scene ever.
Yes, please, God.
That's what
You
I'm
have
manifesting.
Anthony Bridgerton. Do not fuck it up.
You can't.
You
You like
cannot.
literally can't because like I'm rioting.
hmm
Like you need to do good. Thank you.
So yeah, let's manifest that. I don't know what else to really manifest for this week. I guess because this episode's coming out right before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you have all a great time with your families. Watch the Macy's parade, watch the Broadway performances. Um,
Yeah.
And we will be back after Thanksgiving, right in time for the holidays. Next
That's
episode
crazy.
comes out Is it December already? No, it's gonna be the date. It's
Yeah.
November 30th.
Oh, November
Yeah.
30th.
Hmm.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
November flu.
I don't know
November
what
flu.
just fell. I heard something fall. But on that note,
It was November.
it's November. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble till you wobble, baby.
We'll see you all. Bye.
Bye.